Do you guys think Jayson Tatum should be an all-star starter?
If his team finishes
compared
one,
to
if his team finishes
KD,
one,
Embiid, Giannis, and Tatum, right? That's the 4 we have to choose from.
yeah,
Yep.
he's
And they're all front court players. Yep.
Oh,
talent-wise, and this is not a disrespect, we are talking about 2-time MVP. We're talking about Embiid that has finished second in MVP. We're talking about KD, who is their team's in second place right now. He's the odd man out, and that's like he is I'm not saying that Jayson Tatum he cannot start and still win the MVP. I remember many years ago, Darren Williams didn't make the All-Star game, but was third team All NBA, right? Like, because he was a little banged up, but then the second half of the season, he was that dude. He didn't make the All-Star game, but he was All NBA. He can still win the MVP. To say that, like, Kevin Durant, like, and we forget about all the things that these guys are doing. Like, Giannis will give you 15 rebounds, 18 rebounds, and 10 assists. Like, that's what Embiid
55 points with no 3-pointers. I watched the game. It was disgusting. It was disgusting watching him bully that team.
So do you guys, when it comes to an all-star, do you reward winning?
I said if his team is in first
absolutely.
place, I think he should be a starter. But, like, the starters, if he's in first place, he should be.
Which he is.
Yeah.
They have the overall best record. Yep.
Yeah. Now, if they get into the middle of February and they're second.
I would pick KD and Giannis, right?
You get three.
Oh, then yeah,
Embiid.
KD, Giannis, and Tatum.
Okay, over Embiid.
I would,
Over Embiid.
That's fair. Now I know this.
And I'm a big Embiid fan, right?
Okay, that's fair.
Not to change the subject, Richard, do you think Embiid and Tatum have the same offensive package?
No.
Stylistically, you don't.
I think Embiid has a better package.
Why?
Okay.
Because he can bully ball you. He can bully. Like, that is something you can't teach. You can't teach tall. Like, if Embiid decides that, like, listen, I'm just going to be the biggest, strongest dude tonight, there's nothing anybody's going to be able to do. I'm just going to be the biggest, strong. Like, if Giannis is like, I'm just going to go and just be that dude tonight. Jayson Tatum has a variety. He's got the handle. He's got the three. He's got so much stead. He's that dude. See, this is the thing where fans get, like, we're splitting hairs here. We're talking about, is he a 97 or is he a 96.8? Like, that's the difference. But I think right now, if you were to say for one season, would you take Embiid or would you take Jayson Tatum? I think currently, like, Embiid's been number 2 in MVP voting the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Like, let's just keep it in perspective. That's all.
He is a monster. It's disgusting. Like,
Jayson Tatum's a bad man.
I was trying to tell people, dude, what's funny is we are now seeing how good these young guys are. Why? Because the Warriors aren't off to this dominating start, or the Lakers or whatever team LeBron's on, not off to this dominating start, or the Milwaukee Bucks. Like, everybody feels like they have a chance. There is no team that is over here where they're like, we have to beat this, and then we're this far. We're going like that. Like, the Nets are on a streak right now, and they are rolling. But they're not really that far ahead of anybody else.
Yeah. I just asked someone the other day, can the Nets win a championship this year?
They can, but
I can't say no.
Right, they can.
Right, that's the thing.
You look at 2 years ago, they're probably playing closer to that style of basketball when it was James Harden on that roster and stuff like that, even without James, obviously. But I think they're playing that style of basketball where the ball's moving. Their stars are playing like the best versions of themselves. A lot of the outside noise is quieted, from the Ben Simmons talk to the Kyrie talk to the trade talk to all of that stuff is quieted. And to their credit, they have done an outstanding job. They changed coaches at the beginning of the season. Like, so many things have happened, and they've settled in, and they have been the best team in basketball for the last probably month, 5 weeks. And so I would say yes, they can win a championship. Now, do they have the size and the depth? I don't know. You're talking about Giannis. You're talking about Brook Lopez is having a great year. You're talking about Embiid. You're talking about Boston with all of their size and length, and Al Horford and Williams. Like I think the one thing that they're lacking is size, and I don't know if they're going to be able to find that in time. Because even if you go to the other side, I think the West is really wide open, but Jokic and those problems. I know Kevin Durant's a problem, but let's say Kevin Durant and Jayson Tatum offset each other because that's what happened in the conference. Let's say Kyrie is special, but Jaylen Brown and Marcus Smart. When you get to the next group of guys, to me it looks like Boston, Milwaukee, Cleveland. I think Brooklyn is right there. I think Brooklyn and Cleveland are right there. I would see a great 1 through 4 matchups between those 4 teams, and then I have Philly on the outside looking in.